And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, what has happened here? Great, takes a shot! Off the post! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Who saw this coming? Madrid have come back from the very brink. Knocks it out wide, back into the middle.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And this is Lewandowski. Now it's Rashford. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Lewandowski. Looking for options for movement. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Kubasi. Martin.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Asensio makes the interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Big chance! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Barcelona can make their change now with a break in play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Madrid complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Balde. He's found a way through. And that will be it. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Madrid going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? There's nothing quite like match day. Something very special. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option.
He's got tall! Harmlessly behind. Balde. He's got away. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference? Mbappe! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
What do you think now about that goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Not the most accurate pass. He's in a great position here. Knocks it into space. Martin cuts it out. Madrid leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Looking for options for movement. Now here's the delivery.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
That's a sharp pass. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. First quarter of an hour gone. Rashford. And he's in on goal. Chance, surely! It's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. So that goal went.
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
De Jong. Now it's Rashford. Bellingham. Moved on forwards. Bellingham. This is promising. He slings it in. Rashford. And Rafinha. Looking to play him in. Vinicius Junior purring through the gears. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Rafinha. And he's had it nicked away. Mbappe. Oh, that was vital. De Jong. And it's Rashford. Played out to the right. Delivery from Mbappe. Al-Kubasi gets it away. Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? Rafinha picks it up out wide. Barcelona seeing plenty of the ball, but without too much penetration. Rudiger. Back to the keeper it goes. Asensio. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And it's Camavinga. Here's Tchouaméni. Oh, it's played into the... Vinicius Junior! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Oh, shooting chance! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Marcó en el minuto 41 el dorsal 7.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Tries to play it through. Valverde has it in a wide position. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. De Jong.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Eric Garcia. Now it's Ferran Torres. Rodrigo. Now it's Mbappe. And a chance! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Madrid very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. And the game has already resumed here. And it's Bellingham. That is good strength. And here's Vinicius Junior. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Ferran Torres. Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Eric Garcia. Koundé. And Yamal. Now it's Ferran Torres. Camavinga being hounded, manhandled at times.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
That's good running with the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Camavinga. So we've reached the hour mark. He is just caressing the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's picked his way through. Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Ferran Torres. And that's a good ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Tries a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Vinicius Junior given the lift of his goal. Good running, strong and purposeful. Chance! It's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Madrid are having a ball here. Rashford. Rafinha. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. Camavinga. Asensio. De Jong. And here's Rashford. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He has found the way through. He's found some chance for a shot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
One back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Barcelona playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Ferran Torres. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Yamal. He is through here. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Opts for safety. Rodrigo might just make this. Now it's Mbappe. The final 5 minutes. Kubasu. Turns back here, probably the best option. And Yamal. Great vision. Now it's Ferran Torres. Flings in across. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Here comes another. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's